Matt Burner here for RacingPicks.com, taking a look at 4 races for Saturday, June the 6th. Stakes action all across the country. The Grade 1 Carter at Belmont Park. You've got stakes action down at Gulfstream, graded stakes action at Churchill Downs, as well as the big day out at Santa Anita. You've got the Santa Anita Oaks, the Santa Anita Derby, the Hollywood Gold Cup, you name it. It's being run out at Santa Anita, the great race place on Saturday. I'm going to look at one race, one stakes race from each of those tracks. I'm going to take them in scheduled post-time order. So it may sound like a little bit of an odd grouping, but trust me, as long as everything goes according to plan timing-wise, we're going to go from Gulfstream to Santa Anita to Belmont to Churchill Downs. Let's start with the ungraded stakes race, or the non-graded stakes race, I should say. Down at Gulfstream, race number 8, it's for Florida breds, the $100,000 Ginger Punch, 1.16 mile on grass. I really like the number 3 Kelsey's Cross in here. Not a giant surprise. She's 5-2 on the morning line, but she's been taking on much tougher company recently. And to be fair, she hasn't had a proper opportunity, I don't think, to get the job done. And now, facing softer, perhaps a little bit of pace to run at, I think she fits in here quite well. The Orchid most recently, going longer. She never had a chance to run. Would she have? I don't really know, to be honest. But at the same time, she was just stuck in behind a wall of horses throughout. And Florent Giroux, the rider that day, really never had to push on her too much because there was never a chance to push on her too much. So draw a line through that. The run in the Hillsborough 2 starts back at Tampa Bay Downs, I thought was strong enough. And given the company that she ran against, Starship Jubilee was the winner that day. I feel like something close to that is going to be good enough to get the job done here in this spot. So the number 3 Kelsey's Cross, again, not a giant price, 5-2 on the morning line for me in race number 8 at Gulfstream Park. Let's go out to Santa Anita for the Grade 2 Santa Anita Oaks, 1.16 miles for 3-year-old fillies on the main track. You're missing some of the larger names in Southern California as far as the girls are concerned. There's no Gamine, there is no Donna Veloce. It's a nice field of 5. Swiss Skydiver is going to take the lion's share of the money, understandably so, on the heels of that giant effort in the Grade 3 Fantasy. I am more interested in another horse that ran at Oaklawn Park in her most recent start, and that's number 3 Speech. Now, the morning line has not been released yet at the time of this video. She's probably going to be the second choice if I had to guess. Somewhere, second, third choice, somewhere around there. For Michael McCarthy, I thought the most recent run, she didn't get the job done, but boy, did she put a scare into Gamine, who, if she were in this race, she would arguably be the favorite when it was all said and done. Speech is a horse that continues to improve with racing. She was no match for Donna Veloce 2 starts back, but I like that she took another step forward in that most recent run at Oaklawn, going 1.16 miles. And if you're just a speed figure player, she ran every bit as fast, if not faster, than Swiss Skydiver did when she won the Fantasy at Oaklawn too. So there's a real scenario where Speech and Swiss Skydiver are not too dissimilar, and you might be able to get a little bit of a better price on Speech. I'm not suggesting you're going to make a ton of money off of her, but I just think Speech is an up-and-coming 3-year-old filly for the McCarthy barn. Flavien Prat takes them out here. I like her in the Grade 2 Santa Anita Oaks. That's race number 5, scheduled for right around 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific. So there's the first 2. Race 8 at Gulfstream, we're going to go with the number 3 Kelsey's Cross. That comes in the $100,000 Ginger Punch. And then at Santa Anita, race number 5, the Grade 2 Santa Anita Oaks, I'm going to go with the number 3 Speech. Now, in the second video, we're going to take a look at the Grade 1 Carter and the Grade 3 Dogwood. One from Belmont, one from Churchill Downs.